This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. Coaches like to say play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. This could be one of their most important games of the year. With both teams undefeated, this game is a separator. As the college football playoff looms near, they have to separate and prove they are one of the best teams in the country. They have a chance to do that here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Sooners headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So South Carolina's offense will start this game off with the football. And here comes Lenore Sellers. A couple of big-time signal callers on display, and we expect a lot of points to be put up in this one.
Two outstanding quarterbacks going head-to-head in this one, Dave. And both of these guys had opportunities either to go to the league or transfer in the portal. They were offered lots of money. They decided to stay at their respective schools, knowing that this matchup was going to happen. And these are two guys right now jockeying for individual awards. They're jockeying for draft position. More than that, though, they want to get to the playoff and compete for a national championship.
Two alphas, right? Like two guys that are the dudes for their squad. They know it. They've been on these teams. They're the leader of their teams. How do they handle this big-time moment? Who presses? Who tries to do too much and maybe cost their team a little? Both these guys have been great. This is a big stage.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Makes the catch. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On the move. Picks up the first down. There's a crease. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Sellers. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The run inside. It's Fuller. He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a third and long. Sellers from the gun on third down. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get in. Oh, it's blocked!
You know, it's blocked field goals in moments like that are momentum changers. That could be the difference in this game. What a great individual effort knocking that thing down.
So the Oklahoma Sooners offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Headed out to lead this team is John Mateer. The man he's going up against and may well have a problem with all day long is Dylan Stewart, who can change a game in a heartbeat. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era, but certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be 1-1.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Handoff to Xavier. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go play action with Sellers. Got it. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
With the catch, it's Harbor. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Sellers to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Oh, what a move. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They'll run it. It's McAllister. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll go to the counter play. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. A first down run on the doorstep. And he's in! Touchdown, South Carolina! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big ship.
There he goes. He's at the tip, and he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Caught behind the line. It's Bennett. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Throwing, Sellers. That's reeled in. It's Bolden. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sellers on the play action. Catch in the middle. It's Bennett. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Holds and fires complete to the right. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Motion from the back. Again, it's Sellers. Might be looking to run. Can't get him to the ground.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Got a man. It's Bolden. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Might have a chance. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Sellers. It's complete to the right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Looking for room. It's McAllister. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that field goal, guys, we're all tied up, and there we go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Just keep swinging it. A strike downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Finds his man. It's Sategna.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Complete. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. To the air, it's Mateer. Going for 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Sellers to throw. Buys a little extra time. He's going to run it. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. Speeding down the left side. Into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Running to Green. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some room.
Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. No good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. Let's start with Memphis taking on the Army Black Knights.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and this you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Caught over the middle. It's Sategna. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Sooners in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Grabs it in the middle. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah.
Snags it and he's open. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, and most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with the mechanics. And you could tell, drifted a little bit there because
quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Not a chance. Missed it. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here.
And no sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
Makes the catch. It's Tuggle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Sellers. Quick strike complete. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Makes the grab. Gets away from one. He's got space. It's a seam wide up. Touchdown Gamecocks. That one will give them the lead. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. As we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Fires quickly. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's a give to Robinson. Got a little grass. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Sellers. Pocket breaking down. He's on the move. At the 35, he's got room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. Offense getting set for first down.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
Running inside, it's Fuller. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. And here comes the offense on second down. Takes a handoff. It's McAllister. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the offense found no success with the backward going pass. How about a forward pass on second and long? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Under fire. Got it. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. Pulls and fires complete. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on fourth down? And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Crosses the 45. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Catch inside the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Handoff to Xavier.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Working that left side now. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. They'll run with Robinson. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Sooners! And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Delay to the back. It's Fuller. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Now here's Sellers. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Sooner offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a 1st down.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Fires to the tight end. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Run inside. It's Fuller. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Gamecocks will try to run out the clock in the final minute. Here's Sellers to throw. On target. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Could be an alley. He's brought down, but enough to move the sticks one more time and to move this game into the win column. Here comes the offense on first down. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you've got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have the lapses in concentration we saw today that led to them losing.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.